Joe Finn with Gramophone here at CEDIA 2024. We're at the Samsung booth. Samsung's got some really cool new products to show, and we're here with our friend Tim Waldoch, who we were with last year. Tim, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's great to see you again, Joe.
Great to see you too. Last year you knocked it out of the park for us.
Thank you.
So we're looking forward to your presentation this year. And I guess we're going to start with these gigantic but clear as crystal TVs.
Well, we know at Samsung there's a trend, and that trend in the industry is I want a bigger screen size.
That's right.
But not a lot of people actually realize just how big you can go and how reasonable they can be from both a price standpoint and from a size standpoint. And what I mean by that is, well, 5 to 7 years ago, the TVs we were used to when they're this large had really big, bulky bezels and super deep backs to them.
Yes.
So not everyone could accommodate a screen size like 85 or even 98 inches. But now we have thinner than ever bezels, thinner TVs than ever before, and better price points to get excited about. We're showing off two 98-inch models here.
Okay.
One on my left is one I'm very excited about. This is our 98-inch 8K TV. Now we know as you go larger with your screen size, increasing the resolution can really help maintain the clarity. So for those who want to go ultra large, we wanted to offer the best of the best. And that's 8K with 33 million pixels of that incredible clarity to take advantage of. Now both of these TVs that we're going to talk about, they utilize Samsung's Mini LED technology. Mini LED means we have a lot of really tiny lights behind the screen to not only produce bright highlights, but deep dark black levels, which are great for today's latest shows that have a lot of detail in the shadows that you don't want to miss. So with something like the QN990C here in the 98-inch screen size, you're truly going to bring that theater experience home with incredible contrast that'll work great in any environment. And when I say any environment, I truly mean it, because these have anti-glare technology and ultra viewing angle support. So no matter where you are, you always have the best seat in the house. Talking about seating, believe it or not, about 10 feet away is all that you need to be for the optimal viewing experience on a 98-inch display. A lot of people think that you need to be way farther back than that, but you can get closer than ever before thanks to our exciting resolution improvements.
Tim, I'm close and I'm way off angle and the picture looks good.
You don't see any shifting in that color or contrast. It holds that integrity very, very well. So that's thanks to that exclusive ultra viewing angle panel that we're using. Now, when it comes to 98-inch screen sizes, there is one problem, and that problem, as I referred to earlier, is what happens if you go bigger, but you don't increase the resolution. Well, your pixels, they start to stretch, and that means we lose detail. So on something like this QN90D here, our all-new 98-inch 4K display, we implemented incredible technology called the Supersize Picture Enhancer. This is designed to preserve clarity through AI upscaling, the same way as if you're watching a 65-inch 4K display, even though you're watching a 98-inch display. So if you have any concerns about losing detail, rest assured Samsung has the processing power to make sure that it stays sharp no matter how big you're going. So really excited about our two integrations of the Supersize lineup here, both with our all-new 98-inch 4K display and our 98-inch 8K display.
But you got more to show us.
We got lots more to show you.
Let's do it, Tim.
Next up, we're going to talk about Samsung OLED with our new OLED glare-free integration. Let's take a look. All right, we're back talking about OLED technology, but not just any OLED technology. Samsung's an innovation company, and we know how much you all out there love OLED, so we wanted to make an OLED TV that can go anywhere, even the brightest of rooms. Because if you know OLED, you know it delivers a perfect black level. The one problem with a perfect black level, glare becomes ever more noticeable. So what we're showing off here, on my right-hand side, you have our 2023 flagship OLED TV, which does feature anti-reflection technology, so it can do a great job at reducing some of the light. But as you can see on the side of the screen, we see all of the detailed reflections shining back at us as if we were looking at a mirror on the wall. And that's not the experience you want for a bright room. That would ruin those perfect black levels of your OLED TVs. So at Samsung, we innovated something brand new called OLED Glare Free. It's exclusive to our S95D flagship OLED TV, and it's really going to change the way that you view OLED in your homes. In the past, it's always been OLED for the basement and Neo QLED for bright rooms, but no longer. this new technology uses an embossed screen that redirects the light in all different directions. That means you don't see harsh reflections, annoying glare, and you get to enjoy every bit of the image that you want for your favorite shows and movies.
Tim, every time the screen goes mostly black with some color in it, the reflection from that window is so obvious on just last year's model, not 4 or 5 or 10 years ago, but last year's. You guys have really improved it tremendously over in this one.
Yes, we're super proud of the improvement and we're super happy about it. We're the #1 fastest growing OLED brand, and because of that, because of all of our innovations that we do year after year, we continue to expand our OLED assortment to more sizes than ever before, and we innovate brand new technology to allow you to place them in more areas than ever before. So really happy with the all new S95D, again, the only model that has that exclusive glare-free screen. But that's not all I want to talk to you about when it comes to this model in particular, because this is a stunner when we're talking about the design of that model. It's only 1 centimeter in depth from top to bottom and completely flush. So I'd love to show you that right around the corner this way.
Let's do it. So Tim, just looking at this TV, you're absolutely right. It's as thin as can be. So it's not just a beautiful picture, the design is really good.
Yes, and that's all thanks to our One Connect box solution. The One Connect box allows us to separate all of your ports, your HDMI cables, your USB cables, even your power cable that would traditionally go into the TV, and it's all housed in this separate component. So with all of those ports and power supply removed from the TV, you get our thinnest display ever. And when I say thin, I mean thin. So again, this is 1 centimeter in depth from top to bottom, completely flush. It's absolutely mind-blowing technology. So from the combination of using OLED, which means no LED backlighting, and Samsung's exclusive One Connect box solution, you're able to have one of the thinnest displays you'll ever see, which also provides that very premium picture quality for any space in the house. So don't forget, it's not just about the pictures, it's also about the design as well.
So Tim, you're going wirelessly from the box to the display?
Well, there is a cable that runs from the box to the display.
Okay.
But as you can see on the back of the TV here, it's a clear fiber optic cable, so it makes it very easy to hide. So the concept is you can either run it on the outside of your wall, run it right down to where your components would sit. So instead of seeing 4 HDMI cables, you only see 1 clear cable.
Okay. And how close does the box need to be? I mean, can that...
Comes with 2 lengths of cables.
Okay.
One is a 0.5 meter cable that's designed if you want to put the box onto the stand itself.
Okay.
But if you want to move the box to a different location, it also includes a 2.5 meter cable to really take advantage of some of those extended lengths.
Okay, so that's what, about 8 foot or so?
Yeah, right about 8 feet, yep.
Okay, perfect. Tim, thank you so much for showing us this. It was awesome.
Of course. But we got to show you one more thing before we leave the Samsung booth here today. So we're going to go to our next station, and we're going to talk about the Samsung frame and something very exciting called the Samsung Music Frame.
Tim, you're showing us a little bit of this music frame technology, and I'm impressed already. Give us the lowdown if you would.
So we decided to make a speaker that not only complemented our TVs, but complemented your carefully crafted design as well. We decided to make a music frame with the concept of our frame TV, which is a TV when it's on, but art when it's off. So instead of seeing a big ugly black rectangle on your wall, you get to show off some of your favorite artwork. The music frame takes some of those concepts. While it doesn't have a digital screen like the frame TV does, it has an 8-inch by 8-inch photo frame that goes over the front of the speaker. This allows you to display your favorite memories or family photos just like you would a picture on a bookshelf. But that's not all. It's a very powerful speaker. This is developed out of our Samsung Audio Lab in Valencia, California, and it features some patented audio technology. It has 2 tweeters, 2 mid-range speakers, and 2 5-inch woofers that are all designed to fire frontwards out of that speaker, giving you a very wide sound stage. We call it 3-way audio because you can walk around the room and you don't hear a shift in how that audio sounds. So it's a very powerful speaker. Now, one of the coolest things about it, they developed a way to make all of that sound fire through a tiny 9mm gap that goes around that music frame. So it's a very beautiful speaker that doesn't look like a speaker at all.
And we actually have room now to show it.
Yeah, let's get a little bit closer and let's check it out.
So this is where the audio comes from.
That tiny little gap that goes around, that's all where the audio comes from. And they developed it in a way where it's not creating any sort of distortion or vibration to your sound, so it still maintains very high quality audio. Now, talking about the audio, we got to talk about why the speaker exists and how you can connect to it. Now, first and foremost, we found that about 50% of shoppers today, they prefer to buy a speaker that complements their space. So by having this customizable design, we got that checked off. But they also prefer to have a speaker with multiple connectivity options. So this supports Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, it has an Amazon Alexa built in, it has Chromecast built in, and it has Apple's AirPlay 2 technology built in as well. So that's 5 wireless connections for casting your audio to this ever awesome music system. But it doesn't stop there. If you're familiar with Samsung, we love to make sure our products work together. Our TVs and our soundbars feature technology called Q Symphony, which allows all of the speakers in the TV to work together with all of the speakers you have connected. That means you can pair up to 2 Samsung music frames with your Samsung TV to act as the sound system. So when I think of a most beautifully designed home entertainment system, I'm thinking about the Samsung frame TV with the white bezel and 2 music frames with the white bezel to match. Your TV can control that sound, your music frames can be the front left, the front right, you can even use them as rear left and rear right speakers. So truly make that surround sound system your own. But again, it doesn't stop there. These are also multi-room compatible speakers.
Oh, wow.
You can sync up to 5 music frames together through Samsung SmartThings. You can even sync 10 music frames together through Apple AirPlay 2 technology. So if you want to have your favorite song playing throughout the whole home, you can do that. The best part about it, it integrates with Samsung SmartThings flawlessly, so you can even set up routines for when you get home, your favorite music starts playing automatically. I know I like to wind down after a long day at work, and that's a great way to do it with our all-new music frame.
Tim, we're really impressed by the things you've showed us here at the Samsung booth. You guys did more than did your homework, I would say, in the off season, if you will. I was not expecting to see all these solutions, and you're absolutely right. People want it not just to be a great picture, but they want it to look good in their home.
Yes.
So this kind of innovation, I can see where you're going in the future.
We cover all the bases. We got a TV that looked good, a speaker that looked good. Anything else that you need to look good, we'll invent it. It's the beauty of Samsung.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, and thanks to all you folks for watching this video. More content on the way from CEDIA 2024.